welcome to today's session. My name is Gemma Margerison. I'm the Resilience and Recovery Coach here at Gemma Louise Coaching. This week we're joined by our special guest, Helen Reuben. Hi, Helen.
Hi, Gemma. Hi, everybody.
How are you?
Feeling very good. A little bit of sunshine in the sky today, so most uplifting. Bit windy to blow all the cobwebs away.
Fantastic. Helen, would you mind starting off by telling us a little bit more about who you are and what you do?
Sure. So who I am, we haven't got time for that, but in terms of my professional role, so I run a company called Purple Tree Coaching and Training. And really the real passion that we have in my organization is for the increased well-being and emotional health of people at all levels, in companies, in organizations, individuals. So basically I'm a coach, a trainer, a therapist, and my heart passion, similar to you, well-being, and how we can be well in our emotional, physical, mental and spiritual life. They're all important to me in my work.
Yeah, absolutely. So what led you into such a diverse set of roles, of hats?
Well, even though it's diverse, it's kind of they're all linked together really by this passion for people's wellness, and my belief that we can change if we want to, and my belief that we can be more well than we are, and my belief that as a society we can be a healthier, more productive society, more peaceful society. So it's kind of, it all comes from a belief really that I wanted to be part of a positive interaction with my clients, customers, and you know, a belief that somewhere deep inside everybody there is a willingness and an understanding to be the best we can be.
Yeah.
You know, to be authentic, to be well, to thrive despite what's happening in our society, to thrive.
Yeah. Fab. And have you always worked in well-being?
So I started my career off in career coaching and redundancy work and recruitment. So that was how I started off. And all through that time, I wanted to get involved in the deeper level of interaction with the client. And I did a one-day NLP taster course, and that was me gone then. I was really hooked on the potential for the individual to change what we believe, think and feel. I think that's the foundation of my training and my understanding of the work I do, and the passion that got me into all of this. And even though I've done lots of different things, they're all come together. You know, I'm a trainer and a coach, but I train coaches, I supervise coaches, I'm a hypnotherapist, NLP person. All of it though is just focused on the one intention, which is to make a difference.
Yeah. Fantastic.
Which is a bit of a cliche really, but yeah, making a difference, helping people make a difference for themselves, I guess, is a better way of putting it.
Yeah, because we had a sort of a little discussion before this about you know, kind of helping people come to those own solutions and having that bit of kind of you know, empowering people to be able to make those you know, those decisions themselves. How important is that sense of you know, independence or what is the word I'm looking for?
Self-reliance, perhaps.
Yeah. How important is that for well-being?
To me, it's really important because we may well believe that we can't be happy or healthy without another person, without a mother, a father, a sister, a brother, a lover, a friend. And of course, we need people in our lives. But ultimately, one day, you wake up and you realize it's just down to you, really. Nobody can make us happy, for a start. Nobody can make us peaceful or content. We can only do that for ourselves. Yeah. So when you think about it, although it's great to have loving family and helpful, supportive friends, of course, but really speaking, I'm really the only one that can decide that I choose happy, positive, calm, well states of mind. It's down to me. And I think in cases where you're looking to another person to make you happy in a relationship of any kind, then we're kind of, coin another cliche, we're giving our power away.
Yeah.
So there's the confidence that comes from realizing that you are your own answer. You have all the answers within you. That's the belief I have.
Yeah.
Me, you, all of us have the answers. And furthermore, I believe if we were to, right from when we start to be educated in schools, if we were to be encouraged really to believe in our own capacity to provide solutions for ourselves, to visualize health, happiness, well-being, to make it happen for ourselves. Nobody's going to do that for me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they can give you good feedback and positive feedback. They can tell you they love you. They can give you lots of wonderful compliments that are well meant. Doesn't matter how many times somebody says, you know, you're worthwhile. If you don't believe it, then the words of other people are really going to make no difference. So I suppose it's about knowing that each and every one of us, no matter how many friends you've got, no matter how popular you are, no matter whether you're from a big family, you are the answer to it, or you are the person to make the difference. And it's knowing that, it's realizing that. And in the past, when I've been needy or dependent, I've not realized that I have the answers. Mm-hmm. And even though it's great to be reassured and encouraged, kind words, positive words, wonderful feedback, it's all great, but I've got to believe it. And that's the work I need to do with myself.
Yeah. So how do you think people go about starting to cultivate that self-belief?
I think it starts with intention, Gemma.
Mm-hmm.
That's the word I would say. You know, so I want, somewhere inside of me, I have the intention, the desire, the want to find a way to do it for myself, which doesn't mean I don't want to be around people, connected to people, loving with people, in good relationships, intimate relationships. It doesn't mean I don't want that, but it means that I have the intention and the realization. It's down to me. Mm-hmm. So it starts there. Yeah. And then there's a realization that also I am what I think and what I believe. So I check out my beliefs. What is it I believe about who I am? Yeah. If I believe I'm worthy of love, love will come my way. If I believe I'm not worthy of love, then it's almost kind of using that wonderful philosophy of the law of attraction, which people may or may not know. But apart from the book itself, it's understanding our physiology, our chemistry, our science is as much important in all of this, isn't it? The way our brains work. Yeah. That we're vibrating with loving, positive energy, or the opposite. Yeah. So I guess it starts with intention, and then when you've got the intention to be that self-reliant person, I think there's a basis of self-love that needs to be thought about. What does it mean to love oneself, not in an arrogant way or a conceited way, but just self-care and compassion, really, that I am worthy of being loved, respected, accepted, whatever word you want to say, really. So it starts with, even if I don't feel that I'm worthy, even if I don't feel that I'm worthy of love, respect, acceptance, do I want to believe it? Mm-hmm. That's the big question, is it? To what extent do I want to believe it? And I think it starts with that. Yeah. And so once you've made your mind up and you've taken that first step, I think there's a curiosity to explore what is out there for me. Yeah. You know, from conversations with people to reading a book to going online to there is a basic simple notion of how badly do I want this to change my life, to turn my life around. If I don't want it enough, then nothing's going to happen. So it's that one day, do I have to go through to hell and back Maybe some people do, to go to be in so much pain that you think, well, what's the answer here? And the answer is always going to be self-love, acceptance of self, a willingness to find the real me beneath all the layers. Carl Rogers calls them the layers of neurosis, and trying to be what somebody else wants me to be is not going to make me happy, ever going to make me happy. Fixing other people. We call people, sometimes when we're training, we talk about fixers and pleasers and rescuers. And I don't think I've ever met a fixer, a pleaser, or a rescuer who is a happy person, because they're living their lives for other people.
Yeah.
So I guess also that's important too, is recognizing, who am I? Who am I that I am trying to give to everybody else and not considering my own needs? That's not meaning that I'm selfish. It's meaning that I've got to matter in this relationship. I have to matter. And if I don't matter, then that's how I'll be treated, like I don't matter.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's sort of.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you. You mentioned, when we've spoken previously, that a large part of your work is around presence. Would you mind telling us a little bit more about that and what that means?
I sure will. And it's probably one of the pieces of the jigsaw that I would say, if somebody said, so what's the 2 or 3 things that maybe that I need to really be aware of? Presence is one of them. And here's why. Because they say that your mind's only ever in one of 3 places, and past, present, future. And if you think about it, we're either thinking about what we've done and what we've experienced, or we're thinking about what we will do and what we will experience. But not very often are we just here, just now, just being rather than doing. And the mind develops habits of going into the past and reliving trauma, reliving pain, memorizing negative experience, or that what if of the future. So it's either focused on the future, and for goals and for aims and for dreams, of course we go into the future and we imagine good things. That's not what I mean. I mean going into the future and worrying. What if I get rejected? What if I can't cope? What if somebody leaves me? What if I'm a failure? Well, you can waste so much energy there. So presence is about not going into the future going what if, worry all the time. And neither is it going into the past, allowing your mind to relive and memorize negative experience. It's saying, okay, I don't want to be in the past reliving all of that bad stuff. Although it's nice to reflect, I don't want to go back and relive the hurt. And neither do I want to go into the future and worry all the time about what will be, what somebody might say, what somebody might do, what I might do, what I might say. There's got to be an option to me, and the option is to pull yourself back from the past or the future to the present time. And there's quite a lot of ways you can do that, but one of the simplest ways you can do that is just to move your body towards the present. So in other words, Gemma, if the future was in front of you and the past was behind you, you could, I sometimes say that when you're worrying, you can feel yourself being pulled forward into the what if, what will I do, and what if that happens, and then you can feel that the energy pulling you forward into that place, that is to that time that hasn't happened yet, and then it's a question of just moving your body back to the present place. And if you're being pulled back, it's like, past trauma and experience and pain it's like a big piece of elastic is pulling you back there, and actually you can pull it back, so you can physically move your body. And you can pull back to what I call home. Home is now, home is present. So you can do that with movement, and you can do it with your chair as well. You can sort of move your chair back from the future, move your chair forward from the past, and then just be here. You can use affirmation, which is a powerful statement of something good, said as if it's true. So I am present and fully in the now. Or any words that suit you, but I am here. I choose to be here, present, now. And so you can use your words, and you can tell yourself, talk to yourself, as we all do, I am present, I am in the now, is an affirmation, possibly. And breathing, of course, such a lot of attention and focus has been placed on breathing in terms of mindfulness, meditation, but to be able to breathe properly, so you can breathe in and now focus, and breathe out past or present focus. So there's simple, really simple things you can do. And I mean, you can just pick up something. I've got a really cheap plastic, genuine plastic, this biro here, and I can just pick it up and I can really concentrate on it, be aware of it, be aware of the color of it and the reflection of the light through the plastic perhaps, and just be aware of how it feels in my hand and the temperature of it, and just bring all my senses and all my focus to this one item to bring myself back.
Yeah.
So there's first of all an intention to be present, and a realization that I'm wasting energy reliving past traumas and worrying about the future, being obsessed with the what ifs.
Mm-hmm.
What is my choice? My choice is to be here now.
Yeah.
That's my choice. So once it's my choice, it's no good me saying I want to be in the present, because that's they say that's not really how to get your mind into the right place. I am here now.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna move my body away from that past focus or away from that future worrying place, and I'm gonna literally shift my body and shift my intention and focus to now.
Yeah.
You can do it with 3 chairs. You know, you can sit, you might try this as sort of 3 chairs in a row, and the left-hand chair could be maybe the past focus, and you can sit in there and see what that's like to be in the past. It could be yesterday, it could be 10 years ago, it could be 30 years ago. And then sit in the future chair and just see what it's like to think about, oh, what if I do this and what if they do that, and just experience what the anxiety levels are like in those places, and maybe how non-centered you feel, how unsafe you might feel, and then move in the present to the middle chair.
Mm-hmm.
And be on the middle chair, and then just look around you and notice what's going on in the room, or notice a piece of jewelry. You know, you could just notice my bracelet, or just touch your necklace and just be aware of it as it feels today, right now, this moment, and bring your focus back. So of course that takes practice, and although it sounds really, really simple, it's fundamental to presence.
Mm-hmm.
But as a coach, if I'm not present, I can't coach.
Yeah.
So it personally, I need to do it for my own well-being and health, to sleep better, to have better conversations, and to respond to the world in a much more effective way. But professionally, if I can't do it when I'm coaching, then I can't coach. So I kind of have to do it both personally. Well, I have to do it professionally. I want to do it professionally. I need to do it professionally. Otherwise, I can't do my job. But personally, it's the difference between peace, happiness, contentment, whatever word you might use to describe a state of being in a good place or not.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think anybody makes us present. It's us. It's our intention to be present. And I call it sometimes a place of freedom, because I'm free from those past traumas and rejections and painful experiences. And I'm free from that anxious place of worrying and what if and anxiety, you know. So this is an issue for mental health and emotional health. And although it's a very simple thing, to me, it's one of the key issues to consider if you desire well-being.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's fantastic. Thank you. So how can people get in touch with you? How can they find out more? How can they look to perhaps work with you?
So I'm open to an email, which would be info at purpletree, which is all one word, 4u.com. Info at purpletree, all one word, 4u.com. And I'm open to an email. I'm open to then maybe having a telephone conversation. There's relevance here for organizations and individuals. And people say, can you help me? And I say, I don't know. I need to ask you what you want to have happen, really. And so to explore whether the things I'm trained in and my organization offers are relevant to that organization or that individual might not be relevant. I mean, for example, there's a lot of mental health challenge around at the moment. And it might be that the individual needs to access a counsellor or a psychotherapist. I work very much with where are you now and where do you want to be?
Yeah.
So that's my coaching philosophy, but also as a trainer, as a facilitator. I'm helping people look forward, and you're not always ready for that. You might need to look at the past, consider the past through working with a counsellor or a psychotherapist. So always helping people explore, is what I do the right thing for them? Am I the right practitioner for them? Is my organisation offering the right services for them? So I think you need that initial discussion. But also, you know, I'm a motivational speaker. Sometimes people say, oh, you come and talk and share some ideas with people. So there's lots of different things I think that people might want. And sometimes they might just want a discussion.
Yeah.
So I'm happy to have a brief discussion, because, you know, it's not until you say to people, what is it that you need to have happen? What is it that you want? What's important to you? And I might say, maybe I'm not the right type of practitioner here for you, or maybe my organisation doesn't offer the right services, and maybe we do. So we could talk to people like that. I think there's so much around, isn't there? You know, there's so much around for people to access. People are a little bit confused. What should they do? They want to increase their resilience. They're not feeling well mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, which we do a lot of work with the spiritual intelligence side of life. But I think at least you need a conversation to start with, don't you, to explore possibilities and options.
Yeah.
We have a website, of course we do, www. Let me give you the best one. I think it's probably purpletree.org.uk would be the best one. People can go on there and have a little look at some of the things we do. If people want to train as a coach, we'll probably start our next accredited coach training course at the end of October. So I can always discuss doing what you and I do, because we train people and support people in that. So lots of things we could talk about, but, you know, I'm happy to have those conversations.
Yeah, no, that's brilliant. And thank you so much for your time, Helen. We really appreciate it. I hope this has, you know, been a nice thing for you.
It has been a nice thing, because I get to meet you and your lovely doggy.
Yes.
And I hope we talk again, Gemma. Be well. Take care.
Right, thank you.
Bye.
Bye.